We've picked a day for it, haven't we? This is a bit more simple when you're carp fishing. You've got everything and the kitchen sink. Here, rod, chair, small backpack. And we've got pet level. If you're wondering where we're fishing, be careful not to get crushed by rocks. Very choppy, just what we need for the chance of a bass. Magnifica! And look, this is how long the line's been on my reels. Look at that, it's like a coiled spring. Ah, tipping off with a bit of squid, Scott said. That's it. I'm going double squid on mine. The sun's just come out and it's beautiful. The sun is out. Dog's having a little fight. Now rods are ready to go. Got the squid on mine. Put some bait band around it just to keep it attached. And I wanted a little bit of hook to show, just for hooking reasons. And we just wait for that rod tip to do something. What a nice view. Oh! Is that just, that's just the sea, isn't it? Bouncing. Yeah, I saw the
wave touch the line and it just gives it a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Bass bite.
You'll know when it's a proper bite, yeah. Yeah, the old rod tip, just giving it some of that. Just leaning into the current, the pull of the waves. But like Scott just said, when you see a proper bend or some severe little tugging, could be something a bit smaller, but let's hope for the best and that it's a full-on rip and it's a bass. Well, this is a bit different from carp fishing. A bit more simple, less tackle, less equipment. But you could say the rewards are even better, because you can actually eat what you catch. As long as it's I'll have to read up what the size limit is. I think Scott and Dan probably know the limit on the size of the fish you can keep. So yeah, if we do get something big enough to eat, it's going to go on the barbie tonight. And I've never caught a fish from the sea in the UK. I did a bit of I did some sea fishing when I was in New Zealand, and I caught some bass from a boat. But yeah, never caught a sea fish in the UK. And the sun's up now, looking really good. And he's got a little bell on the tip of his rod. Probably can't see it, but oh, hello. That bell is tugging. Dan's ready. If we can see this. Hopefully. Dan had a little tug. His bell on the end of his rod just tinkled. He's on, he's on, he's on. He's on it like a car bonnet. Chucked his rod rest on the ground. No? No. It felt like a fish, but not today. Ooh, bit of a twister.
Nothing like on a good old bird's nest. Especially with the glasses with it.
So we've just recast, don't know if you can hear me in this wind, I'll come close. We've just recast the rods. Tide's coming in, so we had to move our rods back a bit. Dan did have a fish on then. He felt the fish, and yeah, come off pretty quickly, but he did actually feel the fish on. So they're out there. They are definitely out there. Scott just had a little knock. You might be able to tell from his stance, ready to strike. I did come prepared this time with proper footwear to clamber over these rocks, and if you see this picture on the screen now, this was my leg after trying to clamber the rocks with my stupid flat sole trainers on. Yes, lesson learned. This old tree stump, well, it was a tree and the roots attached. It's tumbled down this rocky edge, and I imagine it's not going to be too long before that tree there is down here with the rest of them.
Sand dune and savage gear, whatever that is.
Yeah.
The old wedge.
That's right.
I've had a few on before.
Yeah, and a few bass on that one.
The old classic.
Proper footwear this time. Just come to where Dan was having a little lure fish. Scott's keeping an eye on my rods for me. This looks really good now because we know how rocky. You saw how many rocks and boulders we saw in along the seafront before the tide come in, so pretty ideal for bass, I'd say. I'm going to have a little go along this rocky edge, and if I get one I shall show you. I do feel a little bit nervous. I've just been fishing along this edge. But with that overhanging me, I feel a bit uneasy, so I think I'm going to go back. You never know when something might start to topple and head your way. Yes, safety first. Let's go down here a bit. So I think the plan is sit here for a bit longer. Nothing's really happening with the squid and lugworm rods. What we're going to do is have a bit of lunch somewhere, and then we're going to head down to Dungeness. We're not far from Dungeness, about a half-hour drive. Scott's fished Dungeness quite a lot, and Dan, and they've had plenty of whiting, pollock, I think he said pollock, and the odd cod and the odd bass. So that's the plan. I think high tide is like 9-10 tonight, so Dungeness is our last chance of the fish. So we're in Dungy. this place that sells fish to eat also sells bait and tackle. Made it to Dungey. It's just after 8 in the evening. This reminds me of, I don't know if you've played the Fallout computer game or watched the Fallout show on Amazon Prime. This is actually like Fallout. Almost like hillbilly town. I know it's not hillbilly, but Dungeness is a strange place. Just got down the front and this fella's landed one already. Zoom in a bit. Just pulling it into the, and there's fish on. That looks, that's not a bad size, whatever that is. That's a big flatty. Two, he's got a double ender. No, I'm not about to do a internal search. I'm about to put my bait on. And the sun dipping behind the pebbles there. Right, here we go, first cast, which hopefully will be a successful evening, probably through till beyond midnight. So let's get down to the water's edge with my magnificent rod and reel. I've got the lugworm on, tipped off with a bit of squid. Here we go. First cast. Let's walk it back to the rod. I bought one of them bells that Dan's got as well, so this is going on. So we've heard that the fishing is pretty good at the moment. There's, what's being called, Dan? Dogfish? Dogfish?
Well, both in the fishing shop said, I think he said smooth hound.
He said a smooth hound?
Or dogfish, like every 5 dogfish or smooth hound, there's 1 bass being caught.
Yeah, so for every five dogs, 1 bass is coming out, so. Hang on, I've got one. I didn't think I had anything. What have I got? I've got a little doggy, or whatever they're called. What the hell? I've got a fish, my first ever sea fish. Dan, what do I do? Well, I hope you can see this. I can't really see if I'm filming very well. But, stop curling up, mate. Can you see that, everyone? My first ever sea fish in the UK. He's actually trying to bite me, I think, so let's put him back. See you later, matey. Off you go. Scott.
1 doggy.
2 in 1. 2 for the price of 1.
You got the glove on there.
I just picked him up with me rubber gloves. Shimon. Dan's rod's bouncing already. This is definitely the hot spot. Totally different to when we fished down at pet level earlier today. Dungeness, as you can see, it just goes down, and as it hits the water there, it continues to go down, so you're straight into deep water straight away. Is that something bigger?
Well, I think it's lead.
A little doggy for Dan.
Oh, they're just weird, aren't they?
They really twist up on you. It's pretty disgusting stuff, really. Look, with a lugworm tipped off with a bit of squid. I've got these on just to stop my hands stinking so much. You got squid, and I've got to try and attach another one of those lugworms. What you do, you get this tool. I can't see because I'm blind. You put your hook on the end of it, and then you thread the worm all the way down and around that hook. Slide it past the knot. Keep going. That's it. It's around the hook, and then you get a bit of a squid. Chop a bit of squid off. Oh, slippery little fella. Squid, squid, squid. And you top it off with a bit of squid, and because it's a barbed hook, this will stay on, the squid will stay on, and it will keep the worm on as well. Whoosh! That'll do nicely, down into the depths. Dan was just saying how brutal it is in the winter when you're down here, and fishing through the night especially. They've been down here when it's been hailstones and absolute awful weather, like middle of winter, sitting it out through the night. I wasn't brave enough to come with them on that trip, but I'm getting a bit of a taste with this sea fishing, you know. So simple, you don't need much gear, you can eat what you catch, and you just don't know what's coming along when that rod tip bounces. Well, that's the view over the power station. Can't believe we've had like 5 fish already, and we've been here less than an hour. They reckon for every 5 dogfish, a bass comes along, so that's what we're waiting for. What have I got? I got something very small but very welcome. It's another doggy. Come here, mate. Well, there we go. Hook out. Back you go, little fella. It's quite funny using this rod. It's like 13 foot, massive chunky rod, giant reel, I'm used to using my 10-foot carp rod, so this is quite different. I got a bite. Oh, I feel like I'm jaws fishing. Come on, jaws. I've got a fish on. I've definitely got a fish on. I can feel it. It feels a bit heavier than the last, so let's get closer. Oh, this is totally different to carp fishing. It's probably another doggo, but I hope it's a Shirley Bassey. Can actually feel this one fighting a little bit. What is it? I think it's a dogfish. Yep. He's not happy. He's not happy. He wants to bite me. Come here, mate. Oh, must say, I'm enjoying this. That's the last of the sunshine. And the old lighthouse is doing its thing, and closer to the sea. It's very dark. Luckily Scott's got some what do you call them, things you snap that glow in the dark, fire rod tips. Dan's just setting up, putting his one on the end of his rod, and I'm going to do the same, just so we can see our rod tips as we creep closer towards midnight. And we're still waiting for this bass to turn up. Alright, Dan's lent me his head torch, mine's vanished. Rods are back out there. It was about 5 minutes till I had a bite on the last cast, so let's hope it brings a different fish. It's just all been the same species, these dogfish so far. Something different, please. Next fish. Come here, doggy. I've got another little doggy. I don't know if you can see that in this dying light, but come here, mate. Can you see that moon? I hope you can, because it's amazing. A strange red moon. Almost looks like a mouth and eyes smiling back at us. Come on, rod tips. Oh, it's the first bite where I had the rod tips spring right up. So what is it this time? It's what you expect. Come here. It's another one of the doggos. Oh, his skin's rough. He just got my wrist then. Dog, stop it. Stop it. Bad doggy. You're gonna get tangled up, mate, if you keep doing that. Another dog in the house. Hey, oh look, they love They love tangling themselves up around the old line. Another one. He just scuffed my wrist.
That's exactly don't know it.
Yeah, he's gonna hurt himself. Hey, Scotty. They really are. Mad, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like them. Nice. Whoa, scratching himself. Now you can see the moon. Reflecting off the sea. Dan's got a doggo. Again.
Right up the like you said, son.
Yeah, I just kind of let him wrap around my arm, but when it's on your skin it's a bit different, but if it's on your sleeve, it's not so bad. Wrap around your arm and then you can unhook it.
Better off doing this thing.
Oh, that come out easy enough.
You got a knot fish. Oh, he's not gone round the line. He bit his tail, hasn't he?
What?
He bit onto his tail.
No, he's
no.
What's he done? He's tied himself in a knot. What the hell's he done that? Oh, he's just come in a ball. How strange.
Yeah, a couple of good bites.
Yeah, it's been good so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, quite biting, isn't they?
What a difference to that day fishing we did earlier.
I know. We know he's getting a couple of little nibbly bites. I don't know what they were.
Yeah,
Just weren't,
that's it. We had bites, or you and Dan had bites, but because I wasn't using the lug earlier, so I think that's the key difference.
Yeah.
Well, I've lost count of how many of those dogfish we've had. I don't think there's 10 minutes gone by when we haven't caught one, so it's relentless for all of us. How many do you reckon you've had, Scott? I said I just don't know.
Well, I think I've had about 5 or 6, I think.
6?
Yeah, something like that.
Could be more. I ain't been counting, but
Yeah,
another one. Here we go. Another one. Come here, matey. Well, like I said, I don't know how many we've had now because it's been non-stop. Oh, dogfish in the moonlight. Ooh. Oh! Another one. Another one. Non-stop action at dungeness.
Stop that.
And another one curling up my arm. Alright, I'm getting quite tired. It's probably getting close to 1 o'clock, I think, so might have to pack up soon. I'll fall in the bloody sea. Come on, mate, get off my arm. Well, Dan's still got his rod out. Scott's just going to have a recast. I know you probably can't see much apart from the moon, but this is me saying I've had enough. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been great. First time out trying to catch dogfish, and we've had like more than 20 between us. We're going to wander back towards the lighthouse where my car's parked, get back to our bibbies, have a quick cup of tea and hit the sack. See you in the next video, folks.